Texas is just one of those whitetail destinations everyone in the country's got to try once.
McWhorter Custom Rifles presents
Early season at the Johnson Ranch. Seth is after a 160 class buck that he's got a lot of history with. He also has a friend of the show, Todd DeMars. He's from Houston. He's after a big mature 9.
Precision Hunting TV is brought to you by McWhorter Custom Rifles, Extreme Wildlife Adventures, Swarovski Optique, Yeti Coolers, and Barber Creek Shooting Academy.
Cherokee, Texas is a small little town that smack dab in deer country. Texas is just one of those whitetail destinations that everyone in the country's got to try at least once. Rodney Johnson and his family have turned this property into a whitetail paradise.
Just rolling into camp here at the Johnson Ranch. First thing we always do is shoot our guns. This week I'm doing something a little different. We have a muzzleloader. We're trying to shoot the first deer in Texas on BCM with a muzzleloader, and I have the perfect muzzleloader for it. This week I have my McWhorter 45 XML. It's a bullet-to-bore muzzleloader design, easily the most advanced muzzleloader on the market. It's shooting a Pittman 325 grain Aeromax around 2,750 feet per second. That combination is well over 5,000 foot-pounds of energy. It's shooting smokeless IMR 4198, but it also can be configured to shoot black powder if you need to for regulations purposes. But we're gonna get it all loaded up, send one down range, and see if we're ready for the morning hunt.
This makes the third year in a row that Lamar and I have hunted the Johnson Ranch, and we've been able to watch these deer grow and progress over the last 3 seasons. We know exactly the management plan that Rodney's after, and that's to try to take the older bucks and let the younger, bigger bucks do all the breeding.
That'll do it.
This year we were going to be hunting with a new friend. His name was Todd DeMars. He specifically was trying to find a big mature 8 or 9 point here on the Johnson Ranch.
That'll work.
I expected it to hit harder, but this thing is sweet.
Rodney,
Yes, sir.
third year in a row, huh?
Yes, sir. Glad to have you all back. It's been fun.
I love this place. Opening season opened last week.
Correct.
We've got 3 different deer we're looking at this year, and we don't know who's gonna show them.
Well, one specific deer that I had my eye on, his nickname was Blade. I have been watching this deer for 3 years in a row. In fact, my very first season, I was fortunate to rattle this buck up. Now, he was a good looking 4-year-old. I knew exactly which one he was. It had a very distinctive look to him, a really dark face, and his antler configuration is one I wouldn't forget. Well, the very next season, I was up there with my stepfather, Freddie. We rattled this deer in again, and he came into about 15, 20 yards. Got a really good look at him, very recognizable deer. Our first morning out, we were going to go to a blind nicknamed The Hill. We've had trail cameras out here since August, and we've got a number of big mature bucks in this area. In particular, the deer I was looking for, his nickname was Blade. I have a ritual that we do every time, and that's to, get the gun out the window and I get the sticks all set. I try to practice my shot in anticipation of where that deer might come out. As the morning started progressing and the sun started coming up, we had deer all over us, all over the Big and J. From out of nowhere, here comes Blade. I'm gonna shoot that deer. And just all of a sudden, out of nowhere, a coyote slipped in from the right hand side, and every deer in there threw their heads up, tails up, and they're gone.
What just happened? I don't know. They just spooked at me when they left. I was just about ready. I thought we had all kinds of time.
We sat there the whole rest of the morning for another 2 or 3 hours, and not a single deer came back out.
This segment of Precision Hunting TV is brought to you by Sport Ear by Axel Hearing Performance.
Morning, sir. You ready to go hunting?
Let's do it.
Now, it's a little windy this morning, but I mean, I'd rather have that than some of those calm mornings. And I've seen some really nice 8s and a good 10-pointer over here I want you to get a look at.
This time of year, morning hunts can be slow. We've had a lot of activity, and it's known for a lot of big deer, but usually in the afternoons. Well, that morning was kind of slow. In fact, we only saw one buck, and he was a huge, big, beautiful buck, but one that's just not old enough and not one on the list that we're going to try to harvest this year.
I'm ready for breakfast. All right, let's go.
That afternoon proved to be exactly what we thought it would be. The deer started moving well before dark. They were all over the Big and J. We had some big mature bucks, a lot of deer that were just not old enough, ones that we did not want to harvest.
Hey, Don, there he is. He's back behind those trees. You see him? He's moving from left to right. We're going for the 9. You're going for the 9. You got him. Okay. You're ready when you are, bud. Here we go. You ready? I'm ready. Yeah, he's giving me a good shot right there. He's looking right at us. Hold on, hang on. Not when he's got his head down. Oh, I'm not. Bad angle. Good angle. Here we go. Ready? Ready. Good angle. Good shot. Great shot, buddy. Just make fantastic shot.
Told you something was going there.
Hey, right here.
Man, that was a great deal. Good shot.
I'm shaking.
At least you weren't shaking when you pulled the trigger. I think we were.
He's not getting smaller.
No, he's getting bigger. No, sir, that's a good looking deer. He looks good.
And
We don't have to look for that one either. That was a great shot, buddy.
He's thick. Could I get you to hold this for me, please?
You bet.
I'm excited.
Get in there and get a hold of him.
Man, he's been busy too.
Oh yeah, he's got some mass to him.
Wow.
That's a heavy, heavy deer.
My very first 9 in 44 years.
Well, you got you a good one there. That's a pretty deer.
Fantastic.
Dark chocolate horns. Like I said, look at this mass. This is a native hill country deer or whatever, and like I said, to get that, most people think you got to go to South Texas to get that kind of mass. It's not true.
Wow.
Pretty deer. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Come on, you guys.
What do you think about that?
Good stuff.
I'm already taking my cholesterol medicine.
Precision Hunting TV is brought to you by Hoff Power Auto and Outdoor Stores, Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue, Sport Ear by Axel Hearing Performance, and Surge Pro by Biofac Crop Care.
James back from Barber Creek Long Range Hunting School. We're going to talk a little bit about shot placement, especially when running a burger style bullet. We love these burger VLDs. They're phenomenal for dropping an animal in its tracks with a hydrostatic shock. We do high shoulder shot, or what I like to call basically straight up the legs, center on the body. And anytime you shoot an animal, North American animal, or a animal species similar to that, like in South Africa, if you hunt the plains game African animals, it's going to drop in their tracks. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and shoot these animal targets we have at Barber Creek Long Range Hunting School. We use full-size animal targets with the vitals that pop when you hit them, and they're straight up the legs, center on the body. In the military, we got a saying, train like you fight. In the hunting world, train like you hunt. So always practice on targets. Don't do those hard shots. It doesn't give you enough room for horizontal air, and we'll get that to we'll get to that a little bit later in some other videos. Let's go ahead and get started. Burger bullet 140 grain out of a 6.5. Going live, we're going to go ahead and shoot. We got a right to left wind, 3 mile an hour, 3/4 minute. Spotter up. All right, good shot. I could have given maybe a 1/4 minute less wind than what I did, but still nailed it right in the white, and that's why we use these full-size animal targets. Straight up the leg, center in the body, burger bullet, the animal falls, dinner's ready for you. All right, another good downrange shooting tip from Barber Creek Long Range Shooting School. Thanks a lot.
We had a close call this morning. We were seconds from pulling trigger on that deer. Y'all blew out. But we went back and looked at a bunch of the trail cameras, and there are 2 good shooters in that area. Another one we call Slick, a big perfect 10, Blade. Both of them are coming out in the afternoon, so maybe today will be the day. So let's go. Rodney has turned hot on us, wouldn't you say?
Yes, sir. It's got a little warm this afternoon.
It's about 90 degrees, folks. Luckily, the wind's blowing, so it's not super still, but I've been seeing these deer all over the Browning trail cameras. Prior to this season, we had gotten some incredible Browning trail cam pictures of Blade.
It seemed like this deer knew exactly how to pose for the camera, and he gave us some of the best trail cam pictures we have ever gotten.
Where did he go? Where's he? Just moved left to that perception tree. We got about 4 hours before he's gonna show up. I mean, about 3 more hours before he'll show up, I'm sure. Blade. Yep.
Precision Hunting TV is brought to you by Big & J Long Range Attractants, Capstone Precision Group, Brooks Barrels, Borden Accuracy, Trigger Tech, Revolution Safe Company, Safari Club International Foundation, and Browning Trail Cameras. This segment of Precision Hunting TV is brought to you by Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue, real Texas barbecue.
Like clockwork, he knew right where he was going, didn't he? That's funny for a deer that was not here for a while. All of a sudden where did he go? He stopped behind those cedars. Yeah.
My golly, it's pumping out. Yes, sir. Good gosh. Good shot. Good shot.
All right.
Good shot.
Awesome. Yes.
That is, yeah, that's a crime scene.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have said that. You don't want to hear that.
It's okay. This is one bad muzzleloader, I'm telling you.
Do what?
This is one bad muzzleloader, I'm telling you.
Yeah. I think it put the whooping on him. Well, that was cool. That worked out. That worked out.
Yeah, it did. Wow, right. Love it. Pretty deer. We got lots, I'm telling you.
You got lots of footage.
Lots of footage of that deer. 3 years. That was, believe it or not, that was the first buck I ever rattled up myself in Texas. It was like about 150 yards that way.
That's where you got the gun in the background over.
Yeah, and then last year you rattled them up for my stepdad.
Yes, sir.
And this year, we're like, this is the year we're gonna shoot him. He put on some extras. He's got
some character.
He's got some character.
Pretty dark horns, too.
Yeah, for sure. Hold that for me, Rodney.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Wow, what a buck. We got a lot of history with this deer, don't we?
Yeah, no, we've lots of rattling and whatever, and lots of other activity with
Yeah,
him.
3 years, 3 different years of now. Looking at trail cam pictures, rattled this thing in twice. I decided that he was a special deer and I wanted to hunt him with a muzzleloader and try to make it our first Texas buck with a muzzleloader. And the McWhirter 45X male.
He was very successful.
Yeah,
Very.
it did a trick.
Yes, sir.
If I'm not mistaken, we got the kill shot on the Browning trail camera.
I hope we got it, yeah.
But what a pretty buck, great character. You know, this 100% native hill
Yep.
country buck here on the Johnson Ranch. Rodney,
Yep.
a lot of hard work has gone into managing this ranch. This is a prime example. What a pretty
Got a
deer.
little character in there too.
Yeah, he's a special buck. Appreciate it, Rodney. It's been a great time.
Enjoyed it. Glad you're here.